Welcome to the Hunger Games. Your host, the Illuminati. The players. Man of all colors. Female of all colors. Of all ages. Every man and woman for themselves. No rules, no entitlements. This is the game to see who survives. This is like the Olympics of the old Caesars, where people fought in front of each other until death for entertainment. Yes, this is the 2020 Hunger Games. With special guests, COVID-19, coin shortage, dollar crash, and evictions and homelessness, food shortage. Those are so many guests. I need more hands. But there's a little thing online to where I see a little delusion in females who think they're going to enter the Hunger Games and be okay. I'm wondering what type of lean they've been drinking or marijuana they've been smoking to think that an independent woman will pan out okay in the Hunger Games. I could be wrong. It's going to be a couple of lucky ones might slide through. But for the rest, what you gonna do? See, females, these independent women, I'm about to touch on everybody, but the independent women who claims they're independent in the Matrix, when the Matrix collapsed, these are the people who's going to be committing suicide. Because their perception of life only works when their perception of life is allowed to work. When the perception changed like dramatically to where they can't deal with the new perception that they see, they don't want to admit or get comfortable with, they commit suicide. Or they die from stress, from crying, and but there's hope. Or maybe not. Because during the years up to the Hunger Games, females kind of like, feminists, kind of like made a bad name for themselves, against the other opponents in this Hunger Games, like men. And and the men are they're not going by any rules. They're not giving you flowers. They're not going to be opening doors for you in the Hunger Games. They're not going to be rolling over their suit jacket over a puddle for you in the Hunger Games. Matter of fact, a fat, juicy elbow to the face for that last piece of bread on that shelf is more like realistic in the Hunger Games. And you gonna jump up and down like a little baby. And that shit ain't gonna motherfucking work. Cause you know why? Cause everybody's stomach is rubbing together. Hungry. We don't care about that shit you talking about. Now if you was acting like a woman and ladylike and you know what I'm saying, and you would have been kept, if y'all would have kept up this energy of your original energy, you will be getting passes and getting help. But since y'all crossed the lines and want to be in our lane, want to replace us, you're in the Hunger Games, baby, on the same fucking level. You want to be men, you're going to get treated like one in the Hunger Games. All right. Let's move on to the white man in the Hunger Games. Huh. You know, this is all entertainment, but the white man in the Hunger Games has some pros and has some cons, and you know they have more supplies because they had more opportunities to build up to this point before they turn off the light, so they're gonna have more materials, more. They're not fighters. It's some that are exceptions. But like I say, it's a different level when it's no food. So, and I'm speaking on, I ain't gonna say it yet. I'm gonna get to it. Because everybody have pros and cons and setbacks and gains in this Hunger Games. The black woman have none. So I just did her first. She's done. It ain't funny at all. But this is what y'all created in this Matrix. You want to compete and step on our ball. So the Hunger Games, I'm just telling you what the Hunger Games is going to treat you. You're not getting no fucking love. You better not be coming out with that rah-rah shit because you're going to be fucking dead in no time. Coming out thinking the flavor is red, is blue, baby, or whatever. Coming out yapping and don't know what the fuck going on. But anyway, the white man. The white man will be, he will have more materials, more guns, more ammo. But the motherfuckers, a lot, and I ain't gonna say most, half of them motherfuckers gonna have all that shit. They gonna be shaking in they motherfucking boots in the motherfucking Hunger Games. They're gonna be shaking in they motherfucking boots. Some of them are delusional too. They think they're little, like a little chihuahua, in the Hunger Games. But it's cool people in all races, it's fucked up people in all races, but this is the Hunger Games presentation. So I gotta say what's real. A lot of white people are gonna be more supplied and have a lot of supplies and tools. But they gonna last. They're not gonna even be out in the Hunger Games until like the third quarter, until all they shit run out, because they're gonna be floating for a long time. They're gonna be fucking scared, and they shaking their fucking boots in their underground shed, eating Thanksgiving dinner. Oh man. So they you know what I'm saying? So they gonna be hiding. The poor white trash white people will be out there getting slaughtered, thinking they tough. Them the ones gonna be getting slaughtered out there. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna last. There's some tough white people out there now. I'm not saying you're not tough now, but come on, bro. This the Hunger Games, my dude. Okay. Let's move along to white women. I don't know. You might have the fake ones gonna get fucking toe off and ate off by they own if they're not protected, which a lot of them not a lot, but many of them are in marriages and coupled up, but in the Hunger Games, y'all ain't gonna be shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't, the Hunger Games is the Hunger Games. It's savage. You can't use no matrix, no degrees, none of that shit can help you. You know what I'm saying? You went to Harvard for 4 years, that ain't gonna help you in the Hunger Games. You know what I'm saying? So you just gonna get smashed out. Period. You just gonna be sitting in your bedroom, being a victim, and niggas gonna be coming in on your ass. Alright. So that's a fast one. We already know you're done in the Hunger Games. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But you might have a little advantage. Some savage. You might get some protection. I hate to say it, but it might be true. The most beautifulest white women could, if it gets that damn deep, I'm just hypothetically thinking, if it gets that damn deep, the Hunger Games for a white woman, she could easily get picked up and saved by a black man or a white man. But I guarantee you, in that moment, she's rolling with the black man. We're survivors. We're survivors. I'm telling you. All right. Go to jail and see what the fuck a black man can take a little of nothing and create a goddamn universe with. You know what I'm saying? So she might, and it's a lot of white women. I hate to say it. I ain't know, just y'all gonna be thinking I like white women, all that. No. I like everybody or whatever. I like whoever that's real, who know that this is hell, and our God, the God that's here is the devil. Now you know that I fucks with you. I don't care what color you is. I can't find a black woman who know that shit. So, but anyway, the white women might get a little, cause I'm not. See, white women know. I ain't gonna say all of them, but it's a couple of white women that aware of situations, even though they might not be shit. They know how to hunt. They know how to rock climb. A lot of them in shape. They jog a lot. They run a lot. They be up on nutrition, and they're, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, they know how to treat a black man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say it, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's a different type of thing or something. I don't know, but they treat, you know what I'm saying? So they might win over some single men out there that might be lonely and need company out there in the Hunger Games. Because you're gonna want some new allies or allies, somebody you can trust. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to that and you made it deep in the Hunger Games, I'm talking about like a month in and shit, and you like, damn, So they might can get it's gonna be a survival rate in the Hunger Games for a white woman might be a little up. I hate to say it. All right, moving along. Let's say Chinese man in the Hunger Games. Asians. Let's say Asians in the Hunger Games. Shit, man. I think that there might be done. The only advantage they got is they don't even got to come out in the Hunger Games. That's all they got to do is go way back off in the corner and set traps for cats and dogs. And they Gucci, they gonna survive this bitch. That's all they got to do is eat cats and dogs. We don't want that. They be in the back, we be in the middle fighting, going crazy. They be off in the corners, scared, shaking like an earthquake, eating barbecued cats and dogs, surviving. So I don't know. That might be a super advantage for the Chinese, man. I don't know, because they're not going to be fighting nothing. They're not going to be doing none of that shit. They're going to outsmart your ass. They're going to be in the back. They're going to be like eating cats and dogs. Man, shit. So you don't ever know. They might come out on top for that. I don't know. All right, moving along. So that's a positive for the Chinese, man, in my eyes, in a way. But moving along, Chinese women. Same thing. So, because, it's the same thing. So they can go off in the corner. They're going to be scared as hell. Their women are tougher than their men. But in the Hunger Games, baby, you're at your wild. You get hit one time, you off in the corner, you sleep in the coma for a week. So I'm just saying, this is no rules. Ain't no law gonna help you, nothing. This the Hunger Games, motherfucker. So don't be applying Matrix rules in the Hunger Games. Don't be coming out thinking the flavor is still red, motherfucker. Is what I'm saying. Cause it's gonna be a wild awakening. So the Chinese woman is gonna get in a lot of trouble because they think they're little chihuahuas too, like black women. That's why I say black women is gonna fail in the Hunger Games, because they're gonna be carrying on this independent energy into the Hunger Games, and it's a delusional sense of thinking that they do, and that's the Chinese woman is right there because they think they tough too, and they're gonna be out there not trying to fight. They're gonna be out there in the mix with wrestling on the floor for that piece of bread. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get hurt in the process. That's where they gonna fall short at. You ain't gonna see no Chinese man jumping on the floor, wrestling over a last piece of bread. You might see a Chinese woman do that shit, and that's where she gonna get canceled out right there. You know what I'm saying? But she would make it farther than the Chinese man, but that in the one sense. But then they go out fast. But the Chinese man is going to be scared, like I told you, in the back, off in the corners, with a cat and dog trap, eating cats and dogs, surviving. Not even antisocial in the Hunger Games, making it to the end. I was trying to tell you. The Chinese women, some gonna do that, and some gonna get caught up because they little chihuahuas gonna get caught up and gonna catch a bad one out there. All right, moving along. Well, who else we got? All right, the black man. Whoo, this is. Oh my God. The black man in the Hunger Games. The emotional black man. Now, let me say the titles over again, just right quick before I do the black man. The black woman is the independent black woman. The black man is the emotional black man. The white man is the entitled white man. The white woman is the survivalist. The Chinese man is the scariest, and smartest, the Chinese woman is the what can I label the Chinese woman? I don't know. The half smart and the half dumb, because she got that chihuahua in them. Some of them gonna be hiding off, surviving, eating cats and dogs. Everybody else, the rest of them gonna be fighting for that last piece of bread on the floor. Getting caught up. All right. Now that's a recap, because I forgot to do the nicknames for every title person, race category in the Hunger Games. So here goes the emotional. I know I messed that up, man. I know. The emotional black man in the Hunger Games. Now, I don't know. It ain't looking good. The black man is gonna lose. Not all, but many black men is going to lose in the Hunger Games because he's too emotional. He's going to overreact in situations and underreact in some other situations. It's going to cost him, and too physical and not enough brains. You gotta know when to fold it, when to hold it, when to hit fifth gear, when to pull it down in one gear. They don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they can go out fast in the Hunger Games, like in the first round, because you had a big ass fucking battle early on. You go float long as you can before you had that big ass battle. After you had that big ass battle, you initiate it. You will feel initiated in the Hunger Games, and you will power up the power pellet. You will power up, and you will you will have more power. You will get more points, and it will carry on until the next round. Now, the black man will be overkilling to the point to where it's going to get to the point to where he's going to get to a location and build a reputation where he get to the location and he's going to get whacked right on the spot. Like, everybody going to be against. A black man going to be making target. The savage black man is going to be making some noise in the first round. A lot of them is going to go out in the first round because they're going to be everywhere in the mix. They don't know how to hide, stay low key sometimes. It's a game. You can't just be all out like you playing Modern Warfare. You can't just be sitting all out in the middle. Shoot, you got to go hide and come out, then go back. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be just too guerrilla style getting the food. They just see food and they just going in there. It could be a booby trap. You come on the scene and there's food there. You gotta check the scene out. You just go running off in there and they whack your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of a lot of shit a black man is gonna fall in the Hunger Games. We're gonna kill each other all off. You know what I'm saying? In the first round, the smart ones like me gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm dip in, dip out. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking guns. I'm doing everything. Just like this is the Hunger Games. So the black man, I don't know. It don't look like. I don't know, man. They can make it out on top, but it's going to be like hanging from a thread, because there's going to be so many gone from the Hunger Games because animals with low intelligence, they just kill each other off over the prize. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the last piece of food right here. So that's not good. So that's a fail in my eyes to, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know I'm going to make it, but as a whole, I think the black man is going to get caught up in the Hunger Games because we don't know how to stick together, and the other races are going to stick together to take out the original native, because the original native let outer forces influence them to not stick together, and it's working. And now we're in the Hunger Games, and we're just all over the place. There's so many different sets. It's not gonna work. We're not. The black man is not gonna win the Hunger Games. So, Latinos. Latinos are similar to black people. Latinos, they're more tight knit. Latino black men, you never know. They might, they gonna do. See, it's more of us than them. But I would like to say they can come out on top more than a black man in the Hunger Games because they know how to stick together. That's the only way that I can say. So I will say the Latino man is going to be intimidated by the black gorillas. Some of them are. The best of the best of the Latinos, the beast, is going to get taken out in the Hunger Games. And the smarter, wiser, strong other Latinos is gonna know how to do it, and they stick together. So I will say they will last longer than a black man in the Hunger Games. Latino women, I will say the same. Similar because they're more family oriented too, and they will get more protection from their men, so they will last longer in the Hunger Games than a black woman. They're not tougher than a black woman per se, like, you know what I'm saying, but they right behind, but they got more support from their men, so they will last longer. But I would not think they would win the Hunger Games, but they will last longer than a black man and a black female in the Hunger Games because they stick together. All right. Like, I don't have no more room to do another one. I want to do some other ones, but I'm going over in my mind, calculating everybody in the Hunger Games. Who do you think that will win the Hunger Games? I know that, don't take this as a joke, man, because I don't take this as like a joke. This video is to bring awareness about the Hunger Games. So, if I do it in a more entertainment way, it'll stick to your brain more. So that's not what I'm thinking. But don't think I'm just laughing at this shit, because this is not funny. But I'm just telling you what I think will happen in the Hunger Games. So what do you think will happen in the Hunger Games if it was full shortage happen? Because I'm speaking this because I'm trying to start conversations and dialogues about this, because it's in the near future, and you don't need to be surprised. You need to be getting warmed up about at least talking about these things now. And what would you do if you was in these situations? I know it's like you watch a lot of movies that's you've seen in these situations, and I know people are like, well, I don't want to think negative. What it ain't about thinking negative. It's about thinking about what's to come. You're hearing echoes of food shortage, so you have to imagine, what would you do in a food shortage? Duh. Prepare yourself. But anyway, what would you do? What would you do in a food shortage? And do you think that will win the Life is Rigged Hunger Games episode or presentation? Like, sub, share, and hey man, cash app if you can. I know it's hard out here, so cash at me at Ali Burns if you can. So just leave a comment. Let me know what's going on, man. All right, peace.